Hello, hello. Welcome to our Facebook Live with the Nebraska Community Blood Bank. We are with Dr. Jed Gorlin. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
I am honored to join you.
So today we're talking about Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And this is something that affects members of your community that you may not even think about. For me, it's personally something that I look at in my own communities because 1 in 13 African Americans are born with this genetic trait. And it's something I didn't even think about or know about. Dr. Gorlin, can you tell me a little bit more about how Sickle Cell Awareness Month is important for each community member to know about?
It is. Sickle cell is one of the most common genetic diseases in the United States. Trait itself doesn't really cause a problem unless you want to be an airline pilot and they won't let you. But it's when two people with trait get together and 1 out of 4 of their children will have sickle cell anemia or sickle cell disease. It is on every newborn screen in the nation, so we shouldn't be missing many cases. Historically, it led to lots of complications and shorter life. Now, with many treatments, people can live long, productive lives, but very often need blood transfusion.
And how often do those blood transfusions happen for them?
Well, it depends. So we watch kids. I'm also a doc at Children's Hospital. We watch kids to see that they're not at risk for developing a stroke, which is one of the most serious complications of sickle cell. If they start to appear to be at risk by measures of their blood flow, then we will put them on chronic transfusion, meaning they get 2, 3, 4 units every month. That adds up to over 40 units a year. And when you get that many units, you can start making antibodies. We can help prevent that by having the best matched blood.
Okay. So that sounds like you're getting a lot of blood and you get donations from all over the place. Isn't that a bunch of different people's blood for the different transfusions?
It is. And by having blood that's best matched, we can help prevent that antibody formation. Basically, what that means is having donors from the same ethnic background. Sickle cell is disproportionately found in African Americans. It certainly can be found in other groups. It's just much more common because the sickle trait actually was a protection against malaria. So if you grew up, if your ancestors lived in areas where there was malaria, it was actually a beneficial change. It's just that 2 of those things were not so beneficial.
Okay. And people can sign up to kind of be that perfect donor. It sounds like something when I first thought of it that I had to go through this entire process and, go somewhere, stay for a couple of days and make sure that I was the right blood type. It's a lot simpler than that, isn't it?
It's very easy. It's the only donation that comes out of your arm and not your wallet. All of our donations are by reservation. That way we can help protect you and maintain social distancing. Please sign up. If we ask one extra question, if you're African American and you're interested in joining the sickle cell program, that allows us to do that extra testing, which can identify which kid or adult you would be the best match with.
For those people who say, you know what, I don't know where to even start. Where do I go? What's a good resource for them to know more about sickle cell awareness?
www.ncbb.org and Nebraska Community Blood Bank. On our website, we have places where you can sign up. We have donor sites in Omaha. We have donor sites in Lincoln. And then we have bunches of blood drives, and you can, find out about where those blood drives are. For March to pretty much the end of June, we weren't even able to do blood drives, which made it very challenging to have enough blood because, cancer didn't go away, car accidents didn't go away.
Yeah, I didn't really think about the fact that you really couldn't get blood during that time, and now you're needing those donations to kind of ramp back up again. Now that we're starting to get our safety practices solidified, and you've got the scheduling down, community members can now come out at any point during the year now and give blood, right?
Absolutely. We'd like to encourage people to become regular donors. Our cookies are great. Sorry, it's all we can offer. But, how else can you save somebody else's life at literally no cost to yourself but an hour's time?
You get to save a life and you get a cookie. That sounds like the best deal I've ever heard of.
Life is good.
Life is good. ncbb.org. Dr. Jed Gorlin, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
And thank you for having me on.
Have a good one.
You too.